Please be seated. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the College of Education hooding ceremony. I'm very pleased to see you all here. My name is Dr. Schall. I'm the Associate Dean for Graduate Studies at the College of Education, and I am really happy to see you all here to help us celebrate the accomplishments of our master's and doctoral level graduates tonight. Graduates, this is the culmination of a long and difficult road for you all. You've put a lot of time and effort into your degrees. You've made sacrifices. You've given up time with your families and friends. You've spent money on tuition rather than other priorities. And you've devoted untold hours to your academic work. And now here you are. Congratulations. While your degrees will be conferred on Saturday, tonight we celebrate your hard work with this hooding ceremony. The faculty up here on stage and all of our graduates in the front row, we're all here in our long robes and our silly hats, but these garments are actually part of a long academic tradition that stretches back hundreds of years. These special gowns and this headwear signal that you have achieved an advanced education and that you are now part of this special academic tradition. It's really a small group. Only about 10% of Americans have master's or doctoral level degrees. So that's really a testament to your hard work and your dedication. Academic regalia also includes an item called the hood, which our faculty are wearing, this little item, and our graduates are carrying. You can see that the hoods of the faculty up here are all different colors. The colors represent the different academic fields and the different universities that the person graduated from. We call tonight the hooding ceremony because each graduate will have their hood placed over their head by the faculty to mark the completion of their degrees. As we begin the hooding ceremony in just a few minutes, well, just a few seconds actually, each graduate is going to come up to the stage as directed by our staff. Our Master of Ceremony, Dr. Veronica Castro, will announce the graduate and the faculty who will hood that person. As Dr. Castro reads a short acknowledgement statement that the graduate wrote, the graduate will walk to the middle of the stage to be hooded by the faculty members they chose. And then once they're hooded, they'll continue across the stage and return to their seats. Ready? Dr. Castro.
Welcome, everyone. What a great Christmas this is going to be for everyone this year, huh? Bienvenidos a todos, y será una feliz Navidad para todos este año. As I call the graduates, since we have a very small group tonight, I would like for the families of those graduates, once I call their name, for them to stand and be acknowledged as I'm reading the acknowledgments from their graduates. Les pido a la familia de los graduantes que se pongan de pie mientras leo los reconocimientos de sus queridos. Okay, our first graduate is a special one. Maria Maricela Rodriguez Salais. Ms. Salais was my administrator when I was a school teacher. So the doctorate, it's an honor. It's an honor to have a doctoral graduate. The doctorate degree is the highest degree that you can receive in education. It requires doctoral level coursework and a completion of a dissertation, which is a lengthy, can be a very lengthy study. So Ms. Salais, Rodriguez Salais, is going to be hooded by Dr. Marie Simonson. Ms. Salais says, "Thank you, Dr. Simonson, Dr. Carlson, Dr. Medrano, and Dr. Mills for the overall support and guidance you contributed to the completion of the doctoral study. A special heartfelt thank you goes out to Dr. Simonson for going to greater lengths with this endeavor. I also want to thank my family. If her family can please stand. Okay, great. I'd like to thank my family for loving, supporting, and believing in me. Thank you, Richard, Lauren, Mom, Dad, and God. Dr. Maria Marisela Rodriguez Solais. Congratulations. Next, we have the Masters in Educational Leadership, Educational Administration. We have Elisa Aguilera, hooded by Dr. Shirley Mills. Would Miss Aguilera's family stand and be recognized? Elisa writes, I would like to thank my husband, Ruben, for always being by my side and for being so patient the last 2 years. Thank you to my sons, Ruben Jr. and Ethan, and my daughter, Ruby. You are my reason for being here. I would also like to thank all of my professors for everything. I learned so much from every single class. Last, thank you to my study buddy and co-worker, Jessica Castillo. We did this. Love you all, Elisa Aguilera. Next, we have Jessica Castillo, hooded by Dr. Shirley Mills. Jessica writes, I would like to thank God for all my family for their continued support and during this unforgettable journey. I would like to send a special thank you to my husband for taking care of our boys all those late nights when I had to study. To my boys for being so understanding when I had to miss your practices and football games, and to my parents for instilling in me the importance of an education. I love you all. Jessica Castillo. Victoria Cochran Champion, hooded by Dr. Mills. Victoria writes, I would like to thank my husband and my parents for their encouragement and support. I know I can always count on their love and strength. In addition, I would like to thank my daughter, Eliza. She is only 3 years old, but she pushes me harder than anyone else. I believe that. She drives me every single day, and I want nothing more than to make her proud. So, this is for her, Eliza Renee Cochran. Jennifer Esparza Pugh, hooded by Dr. Federico Roberto Guerra. Jennifer writes, I would not have been here today without the grace of God, who has blessed me with an amazing family. I want to thank my husband and our beautiful children for their continuous support, encouragement, and understanding during this journey. I also want to thank my family and friends for always being my greatest supporters of my educational choices. Thank you, and I love you all. Jennifer Esparza Pugh. Thank you. Next, we have Nayeli Guerrero, hooded by Dr. Federico Guerra and Dr. Robert Zamora. Nayeli writes, a wise person once said, Nayeli, there isn't a day that has not been reached. Dad, thank you for always reminding me of that. I also want to thank my mom, brother, Carlos, and all my professors for always believing in me. However, there is someone special who I want to thank the most, God. Without you, I wouldn't be standing here today. Always remember, action is the foundational key to all success. Nayeli Guerrero. Next, we have Juan Carlos Henry, hooded by Dr. Jerry Lowe. Sorry. Juan Carlos writes, I would like to thank my family for their support and my professors. A special thank you for Dr. Lowe that helped me start and finish my studies. Juan Carlos Henry. Next, we have Jessica Medellin Angulo, hooded by Dr. Hernandez and Dr. Mills. Jessica writes, I am blessed and I thank God for the strength to accomplish such an amazing achievement. Although today calls for special acknowledgement, every day I feel profound gratitude of the constant support given by my family and husband, Abel. To my professors and colleagues, I thank you for sharing your brilliance. I dedicate this degree to my grandparents, who I miss dearly. Congratulations, class of 2014. Jessica Medellin Angulo. Laura Ochoa, hooded by Dr. Velma Menchaca. Laura writes, I am beyond grateful to have a mother, father, family, and loved ones who gave never-ending amounts of encouragement and support. Thank you to my professors who demonstrated true passion, which is the key ingredient to the study and practice of education. It is with this passion that I look forward to the future. Lastly, to my amazing sister, a special bunch of thank yous for standing by my side every step of the way. Laura Ochoa. Francine Phoenix, hooded by Dr. Jerry Lowe and Dr. Fred Guerra. Francine writes, one of my favorite childhood songs was Somewhere Over the Rainbow. Tonight, I have made it over the rainbow. I would not have been able to make that journey without the support of my family. I would like to thank my mom, dad, and Robert for your love and support in reaching my journey. I especially want to thank my 3 beautiful children for all that they have sacrificed, and all they sacrificed while their mother was on that journey. Francine Phoenix. Tomás Rodríguez, hooded by Dr. Roberts and Dr. Mills. Okay. Tomás writes, I would like to thank my family and friends who kept me going when times were overwhelming. Also, I would like to thank the professors who were there when Blackboard didn't make sense, and for some of us professors too, and Ruby Sands for having patience with me and helping me through the program. Tomás Rodríguez. Roxanne Treviño Salinas, hooded by Dr. Maria Roberts and Dr. Shirley Mills. Roxanne writes, my journey here was long and difficult, but with the grace of God, I made it. To my professors, thank you for this learning experience. To my friends, family, thank you for all of your support. To my husband, Frank, and children, Caitlin, Frankie, and Emmeline, I am here because of you. Thank you for your understanding, patience, encouragement, support, and love. I am stronger because of all of you. Thank you. Roxanne Treviño Salinas. Next, we have the Master's in Educational Psychology, Counseling, and Guidance. First, we have Alejandra de la Rosa Banda, hooded by myself, I'll be right over, and Dr. Wimberly. Alejandra writes, first, I would like to thank God for giving me the ability and the blessing of being here today. I would like to thank my husband for all his support and for being my rock. Thank you to my professors and supervisor for teaching me and inspiring me to make a difference in others' lives. Gracias a mis padres por siempre creer en mí. To Aiden and Alina, Mommy made it! I love you. Alejandra de la Rosa Banda. Congratulations. Next, we have Alejandro Galan, hooded by Dr. Gregory Sparrow. Alejandro writes, I would like to thank my parents, Sebastian and Martha Galan, for always supporting and believing in me. I would also like to thank my wife for her continuous support and keeping my daughter entertained while I did my homework and studied. I was also blessed to have 3 incredible professors that made an impact in my life. Thank you, Dr. Sparrow, Dr. Alvarado, and Dr. Kranz. Alejandro Galan. Got it. Andres Hoke, hooded by Dr. Gregory Scott Sparrow. Andres writes, a past assignment in my master's program was to describe a hero who has impacted my life. I chose my father, Daniel Hoke. But as every great story needs a hero, it also needs a great writer. A writer to guide, edit, and push the story along. This behind-the-scenes person is my mother, Marcela, sorry. This acknowledgement goes out to her hard work and attention to detail in every chapter of my life. Thank you, Mom. Andres Hoke. Joshua Morales, hooded by Dr. Gregory Scott Sparrow. Joshua writes, I would like to personally thank my parents, Rick and Della Morales, for always being there for me. I'd also like to thank my friends, family, professors, supervisors, employers, and colleagues who made this possible. A final thank you goes to God for blessing me with such caring people. I love you all. Joshua Morales. Next, we have Alexandra Peña, hooded by myself and Dr. Cynthia Wimberly. And Alex, wait till we take the picture. All right. She writes, I thank God for allowing me to find my purpose in life, to help those in their time of need through counseling. I'm thankful to the amazing professors whom I've learned so much from, to my mom and dad who have tirelessly supported me, to my many babysitters who made it possible for me to attend class, to my sons and loving fiance who cheered me on. This one is for all of you. Alexandra Peña. Next, we have Raymond J. Salas, hooded by Dr. Brickman and Dr. Wimberly. Raymond writes, I want to thank my mother for her patience and most of all, for believing in me. I want to thank my wife for being there for me every day during my studies. I also want to thank all my professors and most of all, God. Through him, all things are possible. Raymond J. Salas. Next, we have a master's in special education, general. Cecilia Gonzalez, hooded by Dr. Fielding and Dr. Sale. Cecilia writes, this degree would not have been possible without the love and support of my family. You are my greatest inspiration, my biggest fans. Thank you for reminding me what is important in life. Your love inspires me to always do better and work harder. To my amazing professors, Dr. Fielding and Dr. Sale, thank you for believing in me, and for going that extra mile for me. You are the best. Cecilia Gonzalez. Next, we have the Masters in Accelerated Special Education online. We have Nora Lopez Ramos, hooded by Dr. Paul Sale. Nora writes, I would like to thank the two people who were most affected by my time spent studying and working on homework, my husband, Eliobardo, and my daughter, Fernanda. Thank you for your support and your patience. I love you both very much, and I couldn't have done it without you. A special thank you to Mom and Dad for all your support. I couldn't have done it without you either. I love you both. Nora Lopez Ramos. Next, we have Deborah Mancias, hooded by Dr. Paul Sale. Deborah writes, sometimes you will never know the value of a moment until it becomes a memory. For my 9-year-old son, Dominic J., this memory is dedicated to you. I love you. Deborah Mancias. Cynthia Martinez, hooded by Dr. Paul Sale. Cynthia dice, agradezco a mis padres los cuales sacrificaron y me aguantaron durante mi carrera. A mis amigos que nunca dejaron de echarme porras. Y a mis profesores que me guiaron, inspiraron y hicieron que me enamorara de esta profesión, la educación. Cynthia Martínez. Carolina Perez, hooded by Dr. Paul Sale. Carolina writes, first, I thank God for allowing me this moment. To my children, I'd like to say, it's never too late to accomplish your goals. To my son, Ricky, who on a difficult day said, don't give up, Mom. Those words kept me going on sleepless nights. To my teachers, my heartfelt gratitude. To my husband, parents, family, and friends who are here, thank you for sharing this special day with me. Carolina Perez. Luis Mario Rodriguez, hooded by Dr. John Loudermilk and Dr. Paul Sale. Dr. Loudermilk couldn't be with us. He's at a conference tonight. Luis writes, primeramente quisiera agradecer a mis padres, Arturo y Marina Rodríguez, por todo el esfuerzo que ellos me han demostrado y por todo el sacrificio que han hecho por mí. Gracias por siempre apoyarme en todo. To my brother and sister, thank you for always being there for me. Most importantly, to my fiancé, Myra Martinez. Thank you for the unconditional support through my entire journey. Without you, none of this would be possible. Luis Mario Rodriguez. Next, we have Curriculum and Instruction, Masters in Secondary Education. Jessica Diaz, hooded by Dr. Martha Tevis and Dr. Daniel Plas. Jessica writes, I dedicate this achievement to my children, Juliet and my future baby. This shows God's promise that I can do all things through Christ who gives me strength. I would like to acknowledge the people who have supported me the most through thick and thin. My husband, Javier, my partner in life, and my parents, Joel and Olga. God could not have given me a better family. I love you all, and thank you. Jessica Diaz. Crystal Navarro, Crystal Narro, hooded by Dr. Martha May Tevis and Dr. Daniel Plas. Crystal writes, Mom, without your positive attitude and support, I couldn't have accomplished this. Huela, gracias por tu apoyo. Rudy, thank you for every lesson and your father-like ways. To my partner, Louis, thank you for supporting me and never letting me give up on my dreams. I love you. Ivy, you've encouraged me to be a better person. Mama loves you. To the rest of my family and friends and to my professors, thank you. Crystal Narro. Maria E. Ramirez, hooded by Dr. Tevis and Dr. Kurtz. Maria writes, for my parents, who I miss and will always love unconditionally. For my husband, Roberto, whose patience and dedication is limitless. For my sons, excuse me if I don't pronounce this correctly, Saidi and Edie, for encouraging me even from miles away. For my sisters, Nelda and Nidia, for supporting me through all my struggles. To you, I dedicate and share this victory. I love you all with all my heart. Maria E. Ramirez. Priscilla Torres, hooded by Dr. Tevis. Priscilla writes, Mom, I'm assuming that was Mom. Mom, I just want to thank you for all you have done for me. I don't know where I would be without you today. You are the most understanding and caring person in the world to have as a mother. I wish all parents were as supportive to their children as you have been to me. Thank you for the life you have given me and the direction that you have led me in. After all of the frustration and fatigue over the last few years, I would have to say that it was all worth it. Thank you, Mom, for always being by my side. I love you. Priscilla Torres. Next, in the Department of Curriculum and Instruction, we have Masters in Bilingual Education. Ginersade Artiega, hooded by Dr. Roberts. Artiaga, sorry. Ginersade writes, o escribe, perdón. El tiempo inexorable siguió su paso y el final del camino ha llegado. Agradezco a mi padre por su ejemplo de responsabilidad, a mi madre por ser una luchadora, a mi esposo por su apoyo incondicional, pero en especial a mis dos amores, Rogelio y Daniela, que esperaron pacientemente este día y así poder tener tiempo de jugar con ellos, los Legos. A mis profesores y a mi compañera de aventura, María Hernández, Mil gracias. Ginersade Artiaga. Maria E. Hernandez, hooded by Dr. Maria Roberts. María escribe, agradezco a Dios permitirme recorrer este camino y llegar al final. Gracias mil a mis padres por inculcarme siempre el mejorarme y no temer a la superación. Gracias a mi esposo por siempre apoyarme en cada aventura de superación y en especial a mi hija Alejandra, por ser mi compañera inseparable durante estos años de escuela. Por último, agradezco a mis profesores y compañera Gina Artiaga por su apoyo en esta aventura. María E. Hernández.
Will all of our graduates please rise? Let's give them a round of applause in acknowledgement of their hard work and success. Congratulations, graduates. We are so proud of you. Please be seated. Before we process out, I'd like to thank two groups. First, as our graduates walked across the stage, their families stood to be acknowledged along with the graduates, and that was really nice to see. The family and friends who are in the audience, thank you. Thank you for supporting your loved one, for supporting our graduates. Successful graduate students are almost always surrounded by a big support network. Parents, spouses, partners, children, friends. Graduates don't do it alone. So thank you to everybody in the audience who supported our graduates. You played a big part in their success. Okay. And finally, if Dr. Menchaca, our Chair of Educational Leadership, if you could stand, and the faculty members from Educational Leadership, please stand. And if you could be joined by our faculty members from Educational Psychology, please stand. And finally, our faculty members from Curriculum and Instruction, which includes me. Okay. Our last group I'd like to thank is the faculty. The faculty who pushed you, who challenged you, who you probably loved sometimes and probably didn't really love sometimes. But they deserve a big thank you as well. So a round of applause for our faculty. Please be seated. I'd like to thank you all for coming, for helping us celebrate this wonderful accomplishment for all our graduates. And one last big, big congratulations to our graduates as we finish up our ceremony. Congratulations.